VECA Incorporated is proud to sponsor this video tribute to Robert Edward Bob Anderson Sr. as a 2024 Owensboro Business Hall of Fame laureate. Robert Edward Bob Anderson Sr. was born in Detroit, Michigan on September 26, 1936, to Victor Emmanuel Anderson and Marion Anderson. Marion was instrumental in assisting Victor in his business ventures, as well as raising 6 boys and 2 sister aunts, Catherine Rice and Ruth Arnold. Bob's 5 brothers were Victor Jr., Richard, Norman, John, and Jim. As a boy, Bob attended Thruston Elementary School in Owensboro. He spent 4 years at Webb School in Belt Buckle, Tennessee, which was an all-boys academic school, and Manatee County High School in Bradenton, Florida. The Webb School in Belt Buckle, Tennessee helped Bob form his academic interests in history, geography, and government. His favorite subjects were math and accounting. His father, V.E. Anderson, was a visionary with an authentic American dream story. He came from humble beginnings and worked his way through the middle class to a life of success. In 1930, Victor E. Anderson Sr. developed a self-storing redwood storm window. During the day, he would go door to door in Detroit, Michigan, selling his innovation, and then return home and assemble his product at night in his garage. The V.E. Manufacturing Company was born. It was also known as V.E. Anderson Windows and Doors. Soon, sales quickly made it obvious that demand for this new product required a larger manufacturing facility. The onset of World War II made manufacturing space scarce and labor in short supply. The search began for a suitable facility, and in August of 1943, V.E. Anderson Windows and Doors moved to Owensboro, Kentucky, occupying the former F.A. Ames building. The first product line produced in Owensboro was the self-storing redwood storm window that had been perfected in a garage in Detroit, Michigan. In 1951, Vic and Marion, along with their 6 sons, expanded their business in Bradenton, Florida, where they made their mark as colorful, dedicated, and passionate members of the community. While in high school in Florida, Bob enjoyed skin diving and spearfishing. Bob attended the University of Florida and the University of Alabama before returning to Kentucky in 1955 to attend Bowling Green Business University, which was eventually merged into Western Kentucky University. There he earned an accounting degree and married Nancy Pollard. Together, they raised their 3 children, Eddie, Georgia, and Frank, while Bob worked in the Owensboro plant, where he would go on to serve as vice president and treasurer. During this time, an expanded product line resulted in additional manufacturing facilities. Plants in Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Ohio, and Indiana were added to the V.E. Anderson Window and Door Company. By 1960, the company maintained a substantial presence in the window and door industry. The transition to sun. In 1968, Bob's father decided to sell his company to Alcan Aluminum in a 10-year buyout plan. By the end of the 10 years, Alcan decided to eliminate wood products from its line and close the Owensboro plant. This appeared to be the end of the V.E. Anderson dream, but the closing of the plant presented a new opportunity for Bob Anderson. In 1979, after the death of his father, Bob assembled a group of investors, purchased the facilities in Owensboro, and formed Sun Windows with a focus on producing high-quality products. Bob would persevere through numerous challenges in making it a successful business. The energy crisis of the early 1980s forced the window industry to seek new designs that were more energy efficient. By 1988, Sun Windows expanded its product offerings to include vinyl windows and significant upgrades to wood products. This new window system and material promised to be a major factor in the future of residential windows, and Sun Windows was at the forefront of this design movement. Bob was instrumental with a unique vision as to what products were needed at the right time in the industry. In addition to his cutting-edge visionary approach, Bob was able to successfully lead his great team of employees to carry out the work. It was truly a team effort and a labor of love for the company. In 1988, Bob married Linda Smethers Wilson. Together, they formed many deep friendships, created colorful memories, and traveled the world. Throughout the 90s, the growth of the vinyl window market prompted Sun to add a 40,000 square foot vinyl window fabrication facility to its existing 200,000 square foot plant. This addition was completed in 1997 and offered state-of-the-art computer-controlled fabrication to Sun's full line of vinyl window and clad wood products. The year 2000 marked Sun Windows' entry into the door market. Sun began offering in-swing and sliding glass doors. Bob was extremely frugal in all things associated with the company. He oversaw the expansion, the entry into the door market, and approved all new designs that allowed for continued growth. The mid-2000s also marked a passing of the reins to a third generation, as Bob turned over the duties of the president of Sun Windows to his son, Frank. Under Frank's direction, Sun continued moving forward with advances in product and manufacturing technology, new product development, and aggressive market penetration within Sun's region. The fall of 2008 saw Hurricane Ike strike the U.S. in the Gulf of Mexico. This devastating storm carried far inland, even so far as to reach Sun's factory in Owensboro, Kentucky. Sustained winds ripped a portion of the roof off of the central factory building, collapsing part of the outer wall and the upper floor of this historic building. The result is that this central building had to be demolished and replaced with a new building. Bob was still on the scene during these difficult times, helping turn them into positive changes. Today, Sun Windows is an industry leader in the development and production of long-lasting, energy-efficient window and door products. From its foundation as the V.E. Anderson Manufacturing Company through its birth and growth as Sun Windows Incorporated, Sun has always focused on product quality and customer satisfaction. Bob served as a mentor to many people during his lifetime, always offering brilliant, sometimes salty nuggets of advice and wisdom. He loved Owensboro and was instrumental in its growth and development, serving as a member of the Chamber of Commerce, Junior Achievement, Home Builders Association of Owensboro, Rotary Club, and United Way, and on the boards of Citizens State Bank, Liberty National Bank, South Central Bank, and the Bluegrass Museum. Known for his profound business acumen, Bob had an enormous capacity for adventure and mischief. He loved to be entertained and could always convince people to escape their comfort zones and join in the fun. He had an insatiable curiosity, believed in the calculated risk, and appreciated cleverness above all. While most of Bob's life was spent in Owensboro, his final residence was in Anna Maria, Florida, where, following a 2-year battle with cancer, he entered into another life of sunshine and laughter peacefully in his home, November 17, 2020, surrounded by his loving family. Bob's enchanted life will forever serve as an inspiration for his family and friends. Robert Edward Bob Anderson Sr., the best in business, inspiring the next in business.